What's up? Welcome back. Or I guess I should say I am back. Evening time, I was not able to accomplish the thing that I wanted to do earlier today. The freeway was closed. And as a result, the street that I live off of or adjacent or perpendicular to was also backed up. So I had to come back home. So as a result, I'm like, well, I may as well come back to working on this. I figured I could actually make use of that JSON-B, stuff that I did not long ago. Anyway, I'm gonna go with my screen. It hasn't changed. All right, so this thing right here, I spent a lot of time trying to get this. Wait, are my speakers on? I hear myself. All right, well, hopefully it sounds okay on stream. I can't tell. Anyways, the integration column, I'm gonna rename this. This is a terrible name, but it's a JSON-B column that contains my credentials. It's in plain text right now, but it doesn't matter because I can easily encrypt that. I mean, it's already encrypted technically. Sorry, and I'm burping. I've been drinking these Topo Chicos. I don't know if y'all have had them. They are very strong. And this one's very cold, and this is my second one today. So I'm gonna be burpy. So apologies if you are one of those who gets, I don't know, if you're sensitive. So yeah, I want to stuff the repo. Where did I want to stuff these details, this context object. Let's go to that object. All right, so I want to stuff these details inside of here, along with the personal access token for now. I debated it in my head, of course, and I've decided that I am going to use the OAuth flow eventually. For now, I'm gonna move forward with a personal access token, which I think is fair. All right, so the mission is to stop relying on a personal access token that I've hard-coded somewhere and load it from here. And along the way, hopefully this will be better. It'll be cleaned up. And also I want to change how my workflow here works. So instead of just creating a file, I think it's better if I create a pull request. So I still create the file, but I do it on a new branch and open a PR. And then I can go in and use the PR to do my stuff. Right, maybe. I don't know, it's just a thought. And in case anyone's wondering, everything that you're saying is made up along the way. Right? There's no plans. None of that. We don't need it. Alright. Let's start with, do I have a branch for this? Integrate GitHub. Okay, so GitHub is technically integrated, but not really. So let's do these things that I'm saying that I want to do. Where is the default? There's a type called default integration config. All right, so I can't find it that way. Maybe this way? No? Default this would be in not a TSX file. So is it here? Default config. Here, all right. This thing. I'm gonna update this object. Oh, wait a minute. This should be typed. I thought I had a type for this. What am I doing here? All right, it's typed here. All right, let's move this to here. Now, we don't need to do any of that. This should be, yep. All right, cool. So I want to go to here. I want to come to here. And in my GitHub thing, I'm going to rename this to what it is. It's a personal access token, but I'm also going to not rename it to what it is. I'm going to just say PAT. Seriously though, is it? Okay. There we go. So we're going to have that. We're going to have the repo or user. How about that? User. Name. We'll say handle. And I suppose these are all or undefined because of reasons, database reasons. Actually, you know what? There is a way that I can... Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. I thought I had a thought, but I didn't. All right. So we'll add the next thing. So we have our handle and we need the repo. And this repo is going to be the repo that we integrate in under, I don't know, whatever verb. I always say this, that I'm going to document it. I'm not going to say that I'm not going to document it. I might document these things. Especially if it starts to become something where I use it for real. I need to extend it. So we're going to dump the repo in here. And wait, why is that? Okay, so we save that file off. And now we need to come in here and update it. So handle, we don't have one at the moment. And repo, there isn't one at the moment. I think all of these could be undefined, technically. Maybe that's what it... No, we're gonna use an empty string, I guess. So this is upset because this function doesn't know about this new thing that I've just done. So we're going to make it know about that new thing that I've just done. Updated config. I thought I had a... Oh, I do. Okay. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm not getting any type support here. Is it because maybe I should have put whatever the name of this type is? Yeah, it didn't give me any type support here. I was expecting help, but it let me down. All right, anyways, so this is now going to come from the profile. So we'll grab from our integration config, GitHub, and then the repo. And same thing here. And given that I'm gonna have to do this a few times, we'll extract it out up here. So we want the handle, the pat, and the repo. Except I guess I could get the pat here. Oh, actually no, I see. Actually, this goes away. We don't want this. We're no longer getting it from the request. It's now coming from our profile. All right. Why is this upset? It's possibly null. Integration config. What did I do? Okay. So we can't do this if there is no configuration for GitHub. So I'm gonna just kind of copy this for now. And we'll say, go into here. And GitHub. So I don't really care about, this right here. We could fall through. Same thing to me. Error message, I don't know right now. All right, so now my profile thing should be there, right? So I have my handle, my personal access token, and my repo. Is there another thing that I need to give it? Oh, okay, all right. Maybe it just took a little bit of time to catch up. You know what? This right here is, never mind. I'm just gonna leave it as it is. All right, so let's clean this up. We no longer need that. And I guess I need to go to the super base thing. There's something that does update. Yeah, this right here. So I guess it's kind of good that there is no validation, no schema, because I would have had to deal with that. And doing it this way, I don't have to deal with anything. This is nice. All right, so, oh, bookmarks. I'll clear them all out. We don't need any of them. All right. thing. There, I have the auth. What do you call it? The GitHub auth thing. I think it's this. Yeah. I need to change this up just slightly. Oh, I was already on it. I'm really dumb. I do need the body. I lied. I do need the body. Damn it. Actually, we could just look to see what I had. Nah, well. We're gonna do the same thing, but different. Request body. And we want to pass the user, or handle rather. And we want to pass the repo. And we're also going to optionally have an org. Which would be a string. Alright. I suppose I need to do this in here too. Wait. Repository context. No, we're not going to do this anymore. This is now going to come from the integration config. This. Owner's going to be the handle. We'll assert that it's there. And there's actually a type utility thing that I can do, but yeah, I don't need to do it right now. Okay. Topo Chico. It's been like Topo Chico is a long time. It's not new. It's gotten more expensive though, I've noticed. Not a fan. I'm gonna type alias this at some point. I don't like what I'm doing right now. This is disgusting to me. Excuse me. All right. There's a few more places that I gotta do some changes. Let's see if this will help. Yes, it will. All right. So username. This is no longer. I don't think this is a thing anymore. I think it's the handle. Yeah, it is. So handle is gonna be that. And then why is this upset? That should work. I have to give it the PAT. Oh, actually, yeah, that makes sense. So the PAT is going to come from the profile. In fact, all of this is coming from the profile. What am I doing? I'm tripping. That's why we did this. So we're going to grab that. We're going to go to GitHub. If there's no profile, What is this? Oh, and if there's no profile in or whatever the hell. Actually, no. I see what I need to do. I need to do the same thing that I did in the other thing. So I probably should figure out a better way of doing this so I'm not repeating myself. But of course, we're not going to do that right now. I got all that time. So we're going to just do that. Pass the same thing. I don't really care at this moment in time. I will at least throw a comment. You know what? I care enough to type the message. I'll at least do that. What's the error? I'll just say integration not configured. I won't be specific, but maybe I would log here, but I'm not gonna do all that right now. And this is just gonna be like, no. All right, now all this other thing, this should work. That makes my job here a little bit easier as well. And same thing here. Given that this is a thing, you know, right here, why not just call this thing right here context? And just do that, clean that up a little bit. All right, cool. It's a little bit cleaner. And I'll move all this together. All right, this is still hard coded here, but that's okay. Oh wait, what did I name this stream? I misnamed it. It should have been .2. We're gonna have to fix that. Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm doing the same thing. Oh wait, I'm not doing the same thing here. I want to do the same thing, so I'm gonna kind of just copy and I'm gonna copy this. Wait, why is this? Whatever. I don't care. I wish this wasn't a default import or export. Oh, wait, it's there. Why is this not happy? All right, so we're just gonna do error not authorized, and then here we'll say no. I'm just now realized I'm gonna need to figure out. I'm gonna have a I'm gonna have to have a different strategy for handling this. I'm gonna brute force it for now, though. I don't care. Just gonna brute force it for now. So we're gonna check not just that. We're gonna check GitHub. and Google. Here, I'll just say integration not configured. All right, cool. So I got to do that same thing here when I write these files. So I'm gonna grab the, or I guess I had to construct context, so I suppose. So we'll just say this, and that comes from our profile, integration, configuration, GitHub. I'm just calling it context. We can call it whatever we want. All right, so. All right, and this one as well. All right, now that's coming from whatever that is. I don't know why that does that. I think I am going to restart Visual Studio soon. I think that's what's gonna have to happen. All right, so now we have the request body, which yeah. So in addition to the token, which, where is that coming in from? Where's my GitHub off? Here. I'm on it. Okay. Wait, how am I passing in? Okay. I just realized that I'm being dumb right now. I won't have the personal access token here. Like this won't exist. None of this will exist. So I can just ignore that. That goes away. That won't exist. I'm gonna have to pull that from the body. So I don't even want this here either. That goes away. And I even had a comment. Oh my gosh, I had a comment that I must have did. I'm sure that happened more than 24 hours ago. Let me put money. So after the stream, this should have a more appropriate name. No, probably not. I'm not going to focus on getting names or anything done. Wait, hold on. Before, let me go. I'm gonna go grab another Topo Chico. I'll be right back. All right, my bad. Yeah, so I think you came in a little bit after I mentioned it, but for this stream, and I didn't even take notes of it. And I know I should, but I'm not. Oh God. But yeah, this stream, it's all about getting all of this stuff that's been working, I've been using a access token that I have stored locally on this machine. I hard coded the repository, the user, all that other kind of stuff. This is all about getting that information inside of this column and making use of this to power everything, which means I need to write functionality to store that information inside of here, and then write the functionality or update, functions to read from this particular column, right? I've already done a lot of the hard work, the plumbing in the previous PR that I spent a lot of time on, where all of that's now just loaded. When you do authorization, it's loaded as part of the profile. And I hydrate this, I create an object essentially from this right here. And I have some functions to write it back into JSON so that it doesn't get weird like it was doing. Seems to be working. And also updated the function to actually update the row when I update it, stuff like that. And I was also thinking about I need to relate these files or PRs or whatever it is that I'm going to do. I need to relate this to the video. It's not enough to just do the automation. I want to be able to do more interesting things in the future. So I'm going to store these relations, which means I'm going to start storing the hashes, the what do you call it? The object hashes. Yeah, I think the object hashes, to get object hashes of the templates or whatever things that I use. I'm just going to store records of that here so I can have version view. Oh god. Oh god. Oh. All right. All right. So profile, fine. We need to verify that this person is who they say they are. Now we're going to create the object. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god. Sorry, y'all. You can't take back some things you already done. No. You blame things that you do on somebody else. No. But they all see it's you. All right, cool. So we're going to just pretend that it has all of this. We're going to do only happy path programming here. So now that I have my body, we're going to pull out the things that we want from the body. The personal access token will also be passed in. I'm going to throw org in here as well. I don't understand why I'm not getting typing here. Oh, okay. I guess I understand it now. I added it to somewhere else, but maybe I didn't add it in the right place. So we want to add that here. This is definitely going to be optional. Actually, we're gonna keep it consistent. Okay, so request body. I don't need this right here. It would be nice to base this off of something else though, like the type that's already defined, because this is already defined somewhere. Or maybe I could do that. You know what? Maybe I can do that. Let's see. We're gonna do type. I'm gonna call it A for now. I don't know what else to call it. And we're gonna go to our integration config, and we're gonna go to GitHub. And yeah, all of these. It's basically this. So we're just gonna do that. And we're gonna call this request body. Get rid of that. What is this upset about? Oh, org. So long as I can do undefined. Okay, I can. There's an argument to be made if all of these should be undefined. They probably should be. Or something along the line, maybe null or something like that. It doesn't like null. Oh, it's strictly undefined. Okay. I didn't realize that TypeScript enforced that. Alright, yeah, we'll be consistent here. Wait, why did that not work? So we have our request body, which is just this thing right here. Dump that into there. All right. Do we have any other issues? Are we good? All right. I'm gonna just stop the server and restart Visual Studio. I don't know why it's complaining, telling me that things are wrong, because things are not wrong. And of course, it opens up on the thing. Let's get some auth going. All right, I'm pretty tired of this. I'm at least gonna do something about it for now. I'm gonna at least solve the problem better than it is. It's not what I want, but it's what's gonna have to do for now. Wait, why is this? Why don't I see this text? Is it possible that there is no token even though there was just a token? This is strange. Oops. It's always something. Why is this never just simple? It looks like I just don't have good handling of when the session is expired, I suppose. Oh my gosh. What if there is a paragraph here? Yep. How come I don't see that? Ah, you know what? I think I know why I don't see that. This is... maybe the reason. Wait, why did that just... I don't know what's going on with that. This is why I shouldn't, I don't do CSS. What if I just get rid of flex? How about that? What if I'm just like, just, yes, that's what I want right there. Just keep it simple for me. So at least now, like, it may not seem like that big of a deal, but now I can just do that. It's easier to copy and paste. All right, so now that I have that, I can do some things. I'm gonna come to this, give it some auth, and it should fail. It shouldn't have failed with that though. Yeah, it shouldn't have failed with that. Just put all of it in there. Okay, all right, cool. Whoa. Oh, fuck. I don't have any validation. All right, whatever, it's fine. Let's go and look at the table and see what this object looks like now. Or this column. It doesn't look... I put undefined. They won't get serialized. All right, I kind of want these to be serialized, I think. And here's what I mean. This GitHub, there should be more properties in there. But because my default, wherever I did that at, where was that? Man, where was that? All right, let's just search defaults. Yeah, here. All right. So because I put all these as undefined. So I am going to go back on that and do that. So now they'll be empty. So if I run this again, I just wasted everyone's time. Watch it still not be there. Nah, shit, never mind. I just wasted my time. Or I just discovered that I haven't updated something and I should have updated it. I'm not gonna accept that yet. Let's go and debug the auth, because there should be a error, not an error. There should be validation that's happening, which isn't obviously happening. All right, so here we do this thingamajig. Honestly, at this point, I should just call this context, but I have to verify all of these things are here. All right. So we'll say if not handle, do some things. We'll just say return something. We'll do something eventually. And then if not, yeah, that, all of these. So if we don't have the repo, then nope, we can't do anything. If we don't have the handle, nope, can't do anything. This is why I'm saying it may be worth it to build the OAuth flow, because now I'm relying on someone, aka myself, to actually type things in correctly. And if you've been following this long enough, you know that I don't do that. Oh, hello, the Randy Show. What's up? How you doing? My bad, I just saw you. I don't get, well, I think I do get notifications when people message. It's just that they go to my system audio, which I can't hear. You all hear my system audio. And notice that you all don't hear my system audio. It's because of the music. Anyways, all right, so we're going to now make sure, well, actually, we don't care if there's an org. Yeah, we don't really care if there's an org. But I'm going to use Zod at some point. So I'm not going to do any of this. I'm going to use Zod, which is a thing to do things. It's not that important what it is right now, because I'm not going to use it yet. Just know that it's coming. And for now, we're just going to trust that this is our context. And remember, request body is just an alias of this type right here. Excuse me. And for this, I should be able to just spread the context into here. I'm calling it context. Maybe that's not a good name for it. Okay. All right, so I think that should be good now. Now it should come from here. And nothing should change. This should still work just fine. Now here's where things get a little more interesting. So if I come here and add a handle, for instance, and we say I am Will Shepherd, which I think that's who I am. And let's put something else, like a fake token. I am Will Shepherd. Yeah, that's me. All right, perfect. Discard. All right, so if we look closely, we see here handle I am Will Shepherd. So this seems to be working. And when I get validation and all that kind of stuff, then yeah, it'll all work. So there's the handle, there's the repo. So the repo name is going to be Devlog. Then there's also optionally an org, which of course I'm going to have to do some other validation if it's there. So we'll go ahead and get that in. We'll see here. Actually, examples. So the only thing I want, actually, from where are we doing this from? Profiles. This is, oh my gosh, that's fucking bright. Shit. Let's alias this so I can get tab completion. So it doesn't blind me next time. God. Integration. All right, cool. So we get the thing, and we should be able to query into that, but there's no need. We see it here. Yo, what's up? Cannabis botany. Start making your game. Lots of new stuff. You're learning 3JS. It goes for me too, man. I'm familiar with it. I'm familiar with, well, I've actually used D3. When you get into 3 dimensions, I already struggle with 2. But when you take me into 3, it's like, nah, you lose me. All right, we have all the things. Now I'm gonna put my real token in there. So I gotta find the real token. I created one specifically for this repo. So I'm gonna, oh God, excuse me. GH. Yep, this is it. Yeah, just for this one. And then I'm gonna, the ultimate test is gonna be me deleting it. All right, so we're gonna put that in there. Perfect. All right. All right. At this point, I should be able to test my test function called test something. Yeah, that. So let's throw a breakpoint in here. We're going to put it at the top of here. And the reason why is, actually, do I want to put it at the top? Yeah. The reason why I want to put it here at the top is that, actually, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that now that I think about it. I want to put it right before I do the things, right here. And I'm expecting an error, but I'm expecting a very specific error of 422. If I get an unauthorized, which I think is like a 401 or something like that, then yeah, things. This is a failure. But I'm expecting a certain type of error. All right, we're gonna rename this to session. And then we're gonna call this a key. Integration. Why is it? Oh yeah, because I want to explicitly set the null. All right. Let's run the test. Make sure we're running. Yeah, we are. Create GitHub file test create Git. All right. You know what? I'm gonna make this a lot easier for myself. Let's lessen the likelihood of mistakes. It's upset now because technically that route doesn't exist, so it's still gonna be called test, but it's just gonna be test GitHub. None of this file BS. All right. We'll rerun the request. All right, we get an unauthorized. Is that because, yeah, it probably is that this is the wrong token. Yep, that was it. Oh, it didn't fail. Oh, never mind. I forgot. I changed the name of the file here. I don't know if y'all remember seeing that when I mentioned Oh, I named this devlog session wrong. It's .2. That's the only reason why this worked. So I wasn't wrong. I just forgot. All right. Just learning. I'm gonna throw this up. It's honestly a huge project. I don't think I'll ever finish it because there's just so much stuff. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. No one says you have to finish the project. Anything you could tell me to help break down the architecture, I can share details if you're okay lending some advice. Well, I don't know. That's a very big question. That's a very big question. Like, yeah, I don't know. I've never done what you're trying to do. Maybe you can take some, well, I mean, don't take any lessons now. Right now, what you're saying is, I like to do this thing where it's called just get shit done. And I throw away certain practices when I know I don't need it, when I know that I'm unlikely to run against problems. Sorry. Oh, shit. I should stop drinking before I talk. Yes, I know that I'm unlikely to run against certain problems when I'm developing. So I will purposely not implement certain things like error checking or logging or just like certain logic that I know. Like, I'm not doing entitlements right now because I don't care right now. So if you take lessons now, some of it's going to be bad. Some of it's going to be good. Like, I do like to focus on making things that's amenable to change, because I know that's the only constant is change. You have serve a lot of devs who do MMO Node.js. I'll check out what they got to say. You should try to see if any of them wants to hop on stream. I'll hop on and see if they want to chat. Sometimes I could be good at coaxing information out of people. What was I about to do? Oh yeah, I was about to do the thing. So I'm gonna throw a breakpoint here. And a breakpoint. I don't need to do a breakpoint there. That's overkill. Test GitHub. The fact is that it worked, which means that it's working. Like, I don't really need. I just want to show that it's loading. Wait, maybe it isn't working. Oh, well, yeah, it wasn't. It did, but now we're getting that error that I said we should get, but that's okay. I was not in the right type of terminal. Now I'll be able to step in. I just wanted to show what this looks like now that we have that data inside of the credential thing. All right, yeah, there we are. And this should fail, but that's okay. Now, that's one task down. That's one of the things that I wanted to get done. I wanted to stop depending on hard-coded values. So let me get rid of that. Let me come over here. I gotta move it off my screen right quick. And I'm gonna delete the environment variable. And then I'll bring it back over and then delete it. I'm gonna delete it in the example environment file that I have, just so that you can see me delete something. It'll give you an idea of what it is that I'm deleting, if it's not clear yet. Okay. All right, so this, we no longer need this. This is now coming from the user, like they're gonna integrate, right? They'll install the thing. this is going to have to stay because this is me doing things on behalf of them. Eventually, I'm going to have the same thing for GitHub when I do the OAuth to make that process easier. Because at the moment, I'm relying on a human to give me the correct information. Otherwise, it all just comes fumbling down, and I have no real way of correcting it. And what else? Slack is also, there's going to be like a Slack thing for the OAuth, but other than that, there's not going to be any Slack stuff here. It'll be in the credential thing. So that's progress. Just dropped your partner Lego project the next. Oh my, man, that sounds bad. I gotta go figure out how to fix this. I don't know if you're gonna fix that one. Good luck. RIP just in case. Have a good rest of the. Try to have a good rest of the weekend. Try to salvage it. All right, that part is now done. There's a lot of cleanup that I'm gonna need to do. It's embarrassing how much cleanup. I'll get to it later though. Not today. All right, how much time? All right, let's see what else I can get done in an hour, or maybe we could look on Twitter to see what's happening on Twitter, on Dev Twitter. Oh yeah, I said I don't want to do this. I want to create a PR instead. I wonder if I can give this a shaw or a ref. Yes, I can give it a shaw. Look at that. Oh, wait. No. Oh, I can give it a branch. Okay. The question is, what happens if I give it a branch that doesn't exist? All right. So if I'm like, doesn't exist, what happens? Does it create it? Do I get an error? Because if I can write to another branch and it'll just create it, then all I need to do here is write a PR function. Whereas if it doesn't create the branch, I need to create another function that can go off and create a branch. And then I need to then write the thing to the thing. There's so much effort. Then I also have to clean up. Well, actually, no, I can rely on GitHub automations to clean up that. I'm just going to create the PR because I need to do that regardless. I will do a create PR. Async. I thought I typed this somewhere. Oh, I did type alias it. Maybe I should, whatever. We'll do it again here. We'll export it too. So we'll export type and we're going to call it GitHub context. Ooh. That thing. We'll call it context, and people can well, people being me, users, you can rename it whatever you want to call it. So I'll go back and make sure I use context instead of whatever the other thing is, and I'll rename it so that it's not context, it'll be GitHub context wherever I'm using it. All right, so now we can drop context in there. Title's gonna be hard coded, the body's gonna be hard coded, or something like that. I don't think I need any arguments for this other than the context. So we'll likely return a string, and that string is itself going to be a URL to the PR. So we'll create a type alias, and we'll just say PR or PR URL or something like that. Yeah, fuck it. It'll be uppercase. I don't want to do it. So we're gonna get that, and let's do the things. So we're going to do this. Go to OptiKit. We'll go to the REST API. Not that. Actually, no. I want to go to the pulls, and then we want to do a create. And we got to fill this stuff in. So some of this is going to be easy, like owner. That's going to be from context. And that'll be the handle. The repo will be, again, from context. Oops. What else? Maybe that's it. All right, so some of these other things I would just fill in. I would have to figure out how to get the information. And let's return the string so it'll leave me alone. Excuse me. Let's use a utility type for here. Can we use here? Let's see if GitHub Copilot knows. I'll make it a little bit bigger so y'all can see. Which utility type? Utility type will ensure all the optional properties are non-null. Maybe I should have put a question mark. I don't know. Hopefully it'll work. Required. I was thinking of something else, but maybe okay. All right. See what that actually does. It still comes back as or undefined. I do have TypeScript on here, right? Let's look for these utility types. required. Constructs a type to all. Okay, so this is on the property level. That's not what I want. That's why I was like, I don't know if that's it, but I've also forgot what it's called. So non-nullable. There it is. There we are. I don't know if I may have mentioned this earlier. I have a weird memory where it's a recall. I don't remember anything until I see it or hear it or smell it or taste it or something like that. All right, there we are. So now we get back a non-nullable, and that's still not what I'm expecting. Yeah, that still isn't what I was expecting. So yeah, that's not it. Return type, instance type, omit. All right, maybe I can't do what I thought I could do, which is disappointing. I was hoping that I could take this type and then take all of the properties where it's string or something, and I'm sure I could. Like, it's just not going to be a simple thing. I was hoping that it would be like a simple utility type. Unfortunately, it's not. So, we're going to get rid of this. And we're just going to assert. So we won't get type safety here, but that's okay. We'll assert that these are strings. And I need to give it the base, which I don't know what that is yet. That also should that should be stored. Yeah, I'm going to assume main for now though, but that should be stored in the config, and then head. This is going to be whatever it is over here when I create the file. So we'll say 2bd. Oh, well, does it exist? This right here will be that. I should have learned my lesson here. You know, well, actually, I'm not going to learn my lesson yet. I'll learn it later. Before I learn that lesson, though, I'm going to go let Roscoe out. I got tired of sitting down, so I had to raise the desk up a little bit. It's not in this all the way up position, but it's in the, I don't want to hunch over, but I also don't want to have all the way correct T-Rex arm posture, you know. Oh, excuse me. I'm supposed to be using Copilot to help. I wonder what I can get it to help with. Maybe I should try to get Copilot to do something. Okay, so I'm going to need to pass in the base and the head always. And this branches can be optional. So let's also add that. It's not happy about that. I know what it wants, but I guess I'll do it this way. So I'm gonna have to force the person, me, to pass undefined explicitly for the branch. This is a terrible thing, but whatever, I don't care. That's our branch. Have our file name and then a message. The message to write. I guess this would be, yeah, this is the commit message. All right. So we'll dump that here, commit message. All right, cool. So now there's no more of me doing that. And this is, well, technically it's not the file, but we'll say it's the response. Obviously I should do other things here, but you know, we're just going to pretend like I don't need to do that. And oh, look at this. I just realized that this is going to be a problem. Oh gosh. All right, so I'm gonna have to new up a new oct. Okay, all right, fine. It's fine. It's fine. What type is this? I'm going to pass this in as the thing that you pass to this function here. It seems weird, and maybe it is. That's fine. I don't care. I don't really have much of a choice right now. Or actually, I do have a choice. I have a damn good choice too. Look at this. I could just take, I don't know. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. So I'm gonna do this right here. We're going to pass in the pat right here from the token. So now this finishes up the whole process. It's gonna wrap it up. So we're gonna grab our personal access token. I got to do that same thing like every time I do the things. All right, look at that. Now let's make sure I haven't caused any other issues. An argument or branch was not provided. Oh, okay. I'm like, yeah. Okay. All right, fine. Right to GitHub. I have already forgotten how this works. We have the file name, the contents, the commit message. Hi. I'll say commit message for now, so that I know that that's what this is for. And then it accepts the branch, which is optional. I'm gonna just say undefined to mimic the same behavior as last time. All right, and we have one more place to fix that. All right, this takes a file name, content, commit message. All right, commit message. And the branch is going to be undefined to mimic the previous behavior. Yo, what's up? Oh, excuse me. Now's the time. So last time I thought it was working. That was a lie. It wasn't actually working. But this time, if it does anything, the error, if it's a 422, it's working. If it's a 401, then it's not working. So let's create the file on GitHub. All right, we get back the profile. All right, yeah. We all right. Let's see here. We get back at 422. Look at that. It works. That doesn't seem like it's working, but this tells me that it got past auth, which is what we're doing. So yeah, that worked. OCD office cleaning all day. How about you? OCD. Oh, excuse me. I don't know what that is. OCD, Office of Computational Development. I was supposed to go to the tea shop earlier today. In fact, I got in my car and made it to 59. I almost got on. Like, oh my gosh, had I got on to 59, instead of it taking me 25 minutes to get back home. For what it's worth, I mean, you know where 59 is in relation to my house. It's the freeway that's adjacent to where I live. So, and it would have taken me it took me 25 minutes to get back home. But had I accidentally got on the freeway or not been able to get out of the entrance onto the freeway, it probably would have taken me an hour. It was a parking lot. And as a result, all of the frontage roads were a mess after a certain point, and then Richmond was a mess. And I'm sure Westheimer and San Felipe were all a mess. So I came back home, and now I'm here. Yeah, I left my house multiple times. I've left my house every day this weekend. and Thursday and Wednesday. How about that? Well, I can tell you right now what's about to be going on is a commit. I have to make this commit. Wait a minute. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, this is hard-coded right here as well. But that's okay, because this will come from somewhere else. So now I need to figure out, all right, so GitHub auth is now in the database. Now I need to do a PR. I got to figure out if this write to GitHub function, if I give it a branch, does it create the branch? If it does, my life is so much easier. So let's do that. Oh, bro, this already should. Well, I mean, hopefully you know, every time I merge code, it deploys. All of this is live, technically. It's just, you can't create an account. Only I can do that. I mean, you can try to do it. It just won't work. Let's go to GitHub's developer docs. I heard that you might be coming to Houston again. Clearing the desk. Probably gonna log, rotate, go in and add a big fat disk to the queue. I don't know. This sounds very. I don't know. I don't know what it sounds like. But it sounds like what if computers had XXX material. That's what it sounds like to me. It's like I'm gonna log your internals. It's like okay, sure. Let's go to this developer stuff. Let's look to see what the. Oh wait, no. We're gonna go to OctaKit first because that's what I'm using. So we'll go to OctaKit. And I want the rest one, or the JS one. Why is it taking me here and not the website? There's a whole website for this that I would prefer to use. So let's go get that instead. So this is OctaKit.js. Nope, wrong one again. This one. Nope, wrong one. Oh, no, this is right. Yeah. V18. Oh, there's a V19. We'll use V18. All right. So I want to create file. Maybe not. Or is it blob? Is that it? Probably. Or is this search just busted? Like, what's going on? Let's refresh. Oh wait, this isn't. Oh, that was weird. All right, let's see what happens. It's really bright. I don't know if y'all can see how bright it is on my screen. There we are. Okay. It seemed that it didn't finish loading the JavaScript. All right, so file or not. All right, so search doesn't work. All right, fine. All right, I have a better idea. Let's just figure out what the name of the function is that I'm using. This. All right. Create a new file or replace an existing file in a repository. Branch. The branch name. The default. Okay. What happened to? All right. I guess I gotta go to the docs to see. And it did not take me to the thing. The name. All right. Yeah, sure. It doesn't really help me that much. Created resource not found. All right, so it seems like I'm just gonna have to test it, which is fine. That's fair. And I could test it using just the API, but no, I already have it wired up here, so I'm just gonna put a branch name in my function. So instead of it being undefined, it's going to be test branch name. Fat disk is the only way I do things. Fat disk. Oh yeah, I remember. Do you remember? What do you call those things? The file system. The format. I think that's what you call it. File system format, right? Like NTFS is the NT file system. Apple's file system, their new one. Yeah. You remember FAT? Back when you can only but you can only support up to 4 gigabytes of space. Cause I remember FAT. And then I remember XFAT, like EXT FAT, where it was like extended FAT. And then I think that's what we have now, right? I remember FAT32. Oh yeah, I see. Yeah. FAT 32 NTFS, but there's XFAT now too, right? I remember seeing XFAT, like extended FAT. Yeah, I remember when 40 gigabytes was big too. I remember when having a gigabyte of RAM in your computer was a big deal. Like that was almost pinnacle, where it's just like, oh my gosh, you have a gigabyte of RAM in your computer. And now I have 64 in a laptop. And I'm worried that's not even enough. Let's test this thing out, see what happens. All right, it didn't fail, but did it work? We got a 404. Why did I get a 404? Because the branch doesn't exist. Does it tell me anything? It would be dope if it gave me an actual word response, like a message. Oh, it does. Okay. Branch testing not found. Okay. So this doesn't create the thing, so I'm going to have to create my own thing to create a branch. That's fun. Oh, excuse me. I've been debating whether or not I want to keep the MacBook Pro that I ordered, the M3 Max. And my reasoning is, even though I think it's the same, I think it's faster than my M1 Ultra. But my reasoning is that I barely use my current M1 Max. And I think my money would be better invested upgrading my M1 Ultra to a M4 Ultra. So basically skipping the M3 and then waiting until the next generation, where memory prices should reduce. Right, at least that seems to be the trend. So maybe I can get the current 128, but it's the same price as the 96 gigabyte or something like that. I'm assuming that it's going to be not next year. Well, yeah, it'll probably be released next year, maybe at the end of next year, maybe. And so 2025 is basically where I'm at, which is almost, I think that's actually what I originally planned when I bought my M1. I said that I would not upgrade until either M3 or M4. I would decide when the time came. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not going to take this M3 Max. I might take it still, and still hold off on upgrading my M1 Ultra until the thing. Yeah, I just kind of went out. I don't know. We'll see. M4 time, yeah. We gotta We got at least another year before that happens. All right, so I have this thing. It's seemingly working, except I gotta do more work. So let's go to this GitHub place. We're gonna, I should probably, should also deal with this right here. And one day I'll deal with the reality that error is gonna happen. Excuse me. All right, so we're gonna create a branch. We'll take in a name for the branch, and then we'll take in this context object. Okay, I'm supposed to use that somewhere else, but I haven't updated it yet. I'll do that soon. Create branch. Do I want this to return me anything? I'll decide in a bit. And we're gonna do the same thing right here, just that. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me see if I can get Copilot to do that. So I'll say implement this function for me. Let's see if it knows what function I'm even talking about. Sure, to create. Oh, look at that. It knows that. Okay, look at that. Launch data. I'm having audio issues. Give me a moment. Give me a second. I don't know what that was about. What's that, my watch? Sometimes my watch catches because I'm too close to my computer. It'll catch and it'll pause the music because it integrates with Apple Music. It's supposed to be convenient, but I mostly just hate it, just to be real. All right, let's see what this has to say. How do I insert it? I don't even want to type. Fine, I'm gonna copy it over here by hand. Like a peasant. There we are. I don't know if I trust this yet. I do know that I need the base ref. That part I do know. And I'm sure it's doing what I would do actually, which is not check to make sure any of this is actually valid. Okay, so refs, heads, main. That would actually come from context too, but for now it's gonna, yeah, sure, that's gonna be it. Reps, heads, name, yeah, that looks right. Base ref, object, Shaw. All right, that looks right. And then the new branch's URL. Okay, looks good enough to me. All right, yeah, let's do that. We're gonna go to my test GitHub thing, and we're gonna get that file. I think, maybe, yeah, we're gonna get that file. Oh my gosh. All right, cool. So we're going to create the branch. We're going to get a file. The file right here is the template. That's really what's happening. And now I'm starting to wonder, should I also do the same thing here? Should I say from which branch, although it doesn't matter because I'm giving it to Shaw. Never mind, we can ignore that. Ignore what I said there. Okay, so the create branch, did I import it? Yeah, I did. This takes in a name. Okay, so we need to create a branch name, and then I'm gonna pass in our context objects. All right, now that I have this branch name, maybe I should pull the branch name out because I'm gonna use it. All right, yeah, so we have that now, and then wait, right to GitHub. I thought we passed the branch here too. Branch, which one? Oh, okay. So this is gonna be branch name. Maybe I should come up with a better API for this. So we're gonna call this our branch URL, just like where it is. Although, to be honest, I don't care where it is. All right, we write to GitHub, and then we need to create a PR. That's the thing that's the only thing I really care about is that URL. So I'm gonna put a little thing right there so TypeScript leaves me alone, hopefully. I know that. That's why I put a underscore there. That's what that means. No, I'm not gonna remove it. I'm keeping it. So we're now going. You know what? Sure. No, I'm gonna keep it because I may want to use it. So here is where I'm gonna get the PR URL, and this is the thing that I'm eventually gonna want to return. So we'll do create PR, and we'll give it our context, and we're also gonna need to give it a title and all that other kind of stuff. And what else we had? Description, or is it body? So the description don't exist yet, but it will. All right, so we get all of that. And then I'm probably gonna get the head from context here, like all of that. Actually, no, I'm not. Never mind. You're gonna have to give it to me. You're gonna have to give me it. All right, so we're gonna get our head right here. All right. Create our PR, and now we need to pass it a string called head. So we need to give it some head. We need to give it some titles. We need to give it a description. Like that. And I'll probably make some types for this because this is horrible. I can't do that. It's too, yeah, I can't do it. All right, so this should allow us to create the thing that we want to create. Our head is going to be the branch name. Our title is going to be whatever we want it to be. And then I want to return back that PR URL. The result, don't care. Man, like what? Okay, fine. I'm going to just do this. I'll throw it away. I don't care anymore. We'll just throw it away. So long as I could throw a breakpoint here, I'm good. I'll just have to, no, I want that. I want to be able to step in. So I'm going to keep it. That makes it easier for me. All right. Yeah, I picked up the M2 Air. Let me put this on screen so I can actually read it. It's hard to read it when it's down there. Picked up the M2 Air since I just you're mainly creating infrastructure as code, not real VMS right now, and I want battery life and lightweight laptop. My issue with the M2 Air is the screen. It's not the LED. That's the only thing. I know you probably don't care, but I do. And I really wish that it had more than two Thunderbolt ports. In fact, I wish the 16-inch MacBook Pro had more than 3 Thunderbolt ports. The reason why I can't use it in more use cases, or in more of my use cases, is because it only has 3. And I have 3 monitors. So it's like, as soon as I plug in my 3 monitors, I cannot plug in anything else. And I have a lot of other things that need to be plugged in, like encoders. I have a USB 4, or no, Thunderbolt 4. I have 2 Thunderbolt 4 docks, a Thunderbolt 4 audio interface. Fortunately, I upgraded to a NAS, so now I don't have to worry about that. But at one point, I had to worry about that. And then I have things attached to my monitors. So, yeah. Plus, I don't know where I would put a laptop on my desk. It would be a waste of space for me. I thought the M2 Airs could support 2 monitors. Or is that just marketing? All right, let's run this function right quick. We're going to do test GitHub. See what happens. Oh, it just fell. Straight up fails. Unauthorized. Oh, okay. My token is expired. Oh, shit. Oh, gosh. All right. All right, so this should work. Cool. So we get the profile, we get some context. We're going to grab a file. Okay, yeah. Do we create a branch? No, we don't create a branch. Uh-oh, we get an error. Name is not a valid ref name. Okay. Let's go to here. Create branch. So maybe it doesn't like this. Maybe I can just give it the name. Yeah, maybe I can just do that. I should be able to just do that. And for here, the ref is going to be main. Again, this is going to come from context eventually. All right, so let's run that again, run it back. And maybe it should come to here. I don't care about any of these other things. All right, we get another error. Is it the same one? Not found. Okay, different error. That's good. Just not found. What's not found? Like, what's not found? Request error, not found. What's the request? Can I see it? Oh, here we are. Repos git ref main. Why does that say? Wait. Did I not save it? Do I just need to rerun it? Let me rerun that. That shouldn't say that. I thought I just changed that. Let's go back to create branch. Yeah, it's going to main and whatever the name is. And the name is branch name. Oh shit, that's not a valid branch name. Let's do that. Let's finish up this request. All right. Let's try this again. We get an error. Is it the same one? right, let's see here. You're fine running on a single 32. Which 32? Debating upgrading the single monitor with the Dell 43 can drive 4 computers in one monitor. So it's a 4K monitor, a 43-inch 4K monitor. I don't know if I can do it. I can't do it. I've outgrown 4K. 5K or over. 6K. I need 7K. I need 8K. Screw it. I need 8K. No, I take that back. I need 10K so I can have my time, like my video, like I can monitor my video in 1:1, just like I can do now with 4K video and 5K video. I don't do it, but it's nice to know that I can if I want. This is still weird here. It's giving me a 404 and I don't know why. It says /git. I wouldn't have expected that. I would have expected to see .git. That makes sense. Oh, actually, no, this is the API. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm dumb. It's the API. All right, so let's look at the repo. So I gotta take off my jacket. I'm hot now. You drive in 2K. I can't do things in 4K plus. Why? When you say, do you mean you're scaling? Is that what you mean? You're scaling up your resolution? Or scaling down, or whatever they call it, where you can make it bigger or smaller based off of whatever you're doing. Native scaler. Yeah, I used the native stuff as well. At one point, this is back when I was forced to use only their laptops. I did use the scaling factor where it would make it appear to use more space by making everything smaller so I can get more real estate. But now that I have my large monitor, I'm fine leaving it where it is. It's amazing. I love it. No complaints. All right, we got to figure out what's going on here with whatever this is, with creating a branch. So let's go and see. Get a branch, rename a branch. None of these are what I want. All right, where's refs? Do they call it something different? This is where I would have expected it to be, real talk. Do you know where the branch stuff is? How do I create a branch using the API? Do you know? Is it under repo? Man, it's not under either of these. Let's do create branch. Maybe that's why it's failing. Maybe that's not even a thing. By the way, the code that's failing is the code that GitHub Copilot wrote, which is a bit ironic. That the thing that's not working is the thing that wrote itself. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Let's see. Is there like a create ref? Okay, is there like what, create branch? How do I create a branch? I don't see refs. I don't see branches. Here we are. Create a commit. Okay, where is create a branch? That's what I need. Create a reference. Here we are. All right, you are unable to create new references for empty repositories. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right. Okay, well, what was I doing? Oh, look at that. It did. All right, I'm over here talking all this shit. It did. This is what you're supposed to call. All right, fine, then I accept. Base ref. All right, I'm gonna put a breakpoint and let's just see how this goes. Okay, so what's my handle? Repo. Is it failing here? It is. Okay, all right. I'm gonna go on ahead and do this try catch thing that I'm supposed to be doing that I haven't been doing. This way I can observe the error here where it's actually happening. And I'm just gonna, I don't really need to do anything with it. Oh, excuse me. We'll do that. And this is, honestly, we don't need to return anything. I'll just return. But this is good. It'll be string or undefined. I thought I'd close that down. All right. We'll put it here. So this way I get to look to see if there's anything weird about this request. And unfortunately, because I'm destructuring, I can't see here. So I'm gonna not destructure. This is one of these things where it's useful to just get the whole thing. All right, so we're gonna grab, we're just gonna say this is our response. Get ref, how about that? Get ref res. And then this is gonna be our create ref res. I don't need it yet, but I'm just preparing for when I do need it. All right. So this is going to allow me to inspect more about how this request was created. Ah, shit. Except I think this is out of context now. Let me see. It is, yeah. Maybe the error is going to have some things on it that I can exploit. Requests. All right, look at that. We do have some useful things here. What do you mean, error not found? Ah, okay, I see. It's just weirdly formatted. All right, so yeah, it's the same thing. Not found. I'm looking to see if I misspelled anything. So far, everything seems to be spelled right. Like I see a main here. I'm gonna check to see if there's another version of OctoKit. Maybe I got a wrong version. I don't know, because there's more than one version of the API. So the way I can test this is I can just do this right here and see if there's anything that comes up, and I can also do that. And yeah, that's the latest. So we'll just use the latest. We'll close that. No need to save any of that. Look at that, a new version of iTerm. Oh, I just see Copilot may not have latest updates. I don't know what it has, but maybe. I'm gonna see if it can tell, because it supposedly has access to my workspace. Line 68. See if it knows what to do with that. Fixes a memory leak. Oh, okay, well, sure, I'll take that. The git well, that's the thing is that. Oh wait, let me go ahead and finish that. Okay, yeah. That's the thing. This right here should. The git ref. Does it happen first? It does. Yeah, this should exist though. Main always exists. All right, you know what? This is where trust becomes a thing. Let's see what it is inside of the database. I thought I spelled everything correctly, but maybe I didn't. Let's see. I am Will Shepherd. SHEPHERD. Oh. Yeah, it's that. Yeah, I am Will Shepherd. Devlog. I wonder if it's. No, it shouldn't. No, it doesn't care about casing, because other things work. So it's not that. Devlog. Devlog, Devlog, yeah. Yeah, I don't see what could be wrong. IAMWILL SHEPHERD. Yeah, that all looks right. It's almost saying that this branch right here doesn't exist. That's effectively what it's telling me. All right. Let's look for this. I may have to just go to the API directly to understand what's going wrong here. is it here? Okay, all right. I have no idea where that would be at here. Git or create ref. Oh no, I think it was git ref. Git references. Okay. List matching. Get a reference. Okay, here we are. This is the one. API repos owner git / ref / the thing, the ref. Let's make sure that that's the one that I'm experiencing issues with. So we have repos. I'm looking at this right here, just so you know. I'm looking at this and this right here. So we have repos, the owner, which is me. I am Will Shepherd. The repo devlog / git / ref / main. I don't know. You need to explicitly request a pull request to trigger a test merge commit, which checks the mergeability of pull request. Sure. String, the commit reference can be a commit shaw, branch name. Here we are, head / branch name. That's the problem. Head / branch name. All right, so let's try that out now. All right, that's happy. And I have a feeling that this isn't going to be happy. We'll see. Yeah, it's not happy. Branch name is not valid for ref name. Okay, all right, fine. Okay, fine. I know what this is. So we'll do this. And this is, where is this? We'll go into .git. All right. Wait. Oh, refs, heads. Will it be remotes or will it be heads? I think name goes here. That has to be it, yeah. So this has to be refs heads or something like that. It's probably heads. I'm tripping. That goes like that. So we're gonna do heads that. So I think that should get me closer to what I want. No, it doesn't. Let's start with refs. Okay. So refs heads. Okay, sure. We'll do that and try it again. All right, it's happy with that. All right, we should get back a URL, but we don't. What was that about? Oh, that was interesting. I wonder if this is interesting or if this is happening because if I go to my repo, I already have the thing. Yeah, that's it. That has to be it. Yeah. It had already created it. So before I can do this, I had to first delete it. So let's do that. We'll do, oops, go back out. Push you, and what was that repo called? I don't know the name of the repo. I've already forgotten it. Branch name. How did I forget that? Branch name. before I do that, let's do a fetch so I can get code completion. I like having it sometimes. So we'll do git push origin and branch name that. Let's delete that. And let's try this again. And I think it'll work this time. All right. Create res data. Yeah, we get a 201 URL. Okay. All right. Okay. This is user error again. I need to return the next response. Like, wait a minute. What the hell's going on with this? We'll import whatever that is. JSON. We'll dump that in the body or as our body. And then, yeah, that should be good enough. We're gonna get rid of all of these. We no longer need them. It's just slowing me down now. Let's run that again and we should get, oh, it's gonna fail. It's gonna fail. I gotta rerun this command here. And now we will do it again. And this should work this time. But it doesn't. We get a 500. All right, let's clear this out and let's figure out why I'm getting a 500. SHA wasn't valid. Am I hard coding this? Or, oh, okay, I think I know what it is. I know what it is. I gotta delete all the files. Eventually I won't have to do this. I'll have some things that automate this, where it's just a button click. But for now I have to do this. But that's literally what I'm automating, right? Like what I'm doing here. All right, let's run this and now it should work. Hopefully it doesn't. Okay. Is it creating a pull request? No commits. Ah, okay. This is a mob. This is user error yet again. Ah. All right. Let's go back to our docs. Oh, God, excuse me. I need to commit. It's that simple. Oh, my bad. I just saw that there are people. All right. If actions can do it, so can the API. Yeah, I know. I agree. I built back the Lego I dropped. I also did some photography today. And I say, where are you based? You know, we have some other photographer folks here, in the chat rather. Oh, by the way, Kyle, you're not gonna get the box. I'm sorry. It's wrapped in bubble wrap. No, plenty. It'll be protected, but you're not getting the box. Sorry. Maybe when you come back, if you come. But yeah, you should get it. You should be getting it soon. All right. Here are the parameters for creating a commit. Body, the tree. The SHA, the tree object this commit points to. gosh, I don't have to do it all this. I'm gonna have to do it all. So I gotta create the tree. All right, what does it want? An array of the objects. Path mode, type in saw. Okay. I wonder if let's what is it? The create file, wherever that was. Here we are. I wonder if this is going to give me that. And, all right, when I say this is that, all right, I want to know if when I create a blob, the result, is it going to give me the path? I think it does. Is it going to give me the mode? This is the thing that I really want to know. I think it does give me the size. It does give me the size. So I'm wondering if I can just dump the output of this blob and then create a tree and then create my commit from that tree. And then, yeah, because I don't think I can stage changes. So yeah, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I can. So I think I have to build my own commit. That's what I feel like I'm doing. So let's open this in a new tab, or maybe not. Why can't I open this in another tab? What the fuck? It's JavaScript, no wonder. Response schema. All right, I get back the type, properties. I do get back the saw, and let's see what I get rid of. Okay. Would have been nice, but maybe not. I want to see what an actual response looks like. Example response. That's not enough. I'm going to assume that it's giving me this stuff right here. I don't really have much of a choice, to be honest. Other than, I guess I could go and check it myself. I can run it right now. But the reason why, you know what, I'm going to just, I will create the file and see. I'm here. Where's my create file? Here we are, right to GitHub. So I'm going to come here and hopefully it doesn't fail. All right, so what do we get back? Undefined. Oh, okay. All right. We get back undefined because the file must already exist. I'm going to quickly need to create a cleanup function to help with developing this. Yeah, the branches here are already. Yeah. When things don't work, I want to be able to roll back. All right, so delete the branch. Wait, this should create the commit message. I shouldn't, wait. This right here is create. Why is it? I'm confused now. Okay, so it does give me back the size. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Do it here. Oh, I don't have the try catch here. Damn it. Oh, wait. Did that work? Yeah. Okay. All right. But did it actually work? Oh, look at that. It did. Look at that. I don't know why. I don't know why that. Why did it take me? Okay. Obviously, I didn't get the thing that I want. So it's probably not links that I want. Diff URL maybe? HTML URL, issue URL. Would it be patch URL maybe? GitHub, AutoCAD, let's see. Would this be pull? No, this is the patch. I don't want the patch. That's the diff. I don't know if y'all know about that. You can just add that patch to the end of any PR and you can ship it to someone else. I said, all good, no worries. Oh, okay, yeah, you're good. Okay, my bad. I'm just now seeing your messages, by the way. I could just go and look at the documentation. That's, you know, what most normal people, smart people would do, but that's not me. All right, so we have the PR. I want to close this PR. I don't really want it around, and I'm gonna delete it. I'm also going to make sure that this branch name is gone. All right. Now let's run this again. Yeah, we'll just let it go. That still isn't the right URL. So we get to do this again. Close. And this time I am going to throw a breakpoint here. Reason for that is I'm just going to inspect the object to see which one of these properties contains the thing that I want. All right, PR URL. Wait, what? Oh. Okay. All right, I'm dumb. So maybe I shouldn't put it here. Maybe I'll go inside of here and do it here. I should probably do this try catch while I'm at it. I really hate try catch, to be honest. At least in JavaScript, because you never know. You don't even know what the error is, what it could be. You just, yeah, it's dumb. This is create PR. I think it will have a message, but TypeScript doesn't know, so I'm just going to just dump it out. Hopefully things will work out though. All right, so we're going to get a string or undefined, and maybe this isn't what I want. I'll throw a breakpoint here to confirm. And I think I also gotta make sure that this PR is closed. All right. I think I'm good to do the test again. All right, let's see what we get back on this response. Okay, we get back data. Okay, all right. Looks about right. And this is what I want right here. HTML URL. Data.html URL. All right, cool. So now it's working, but I'm going to go through the flow again just to make sure, because I want to be able to click the link. That's always fine, I think. Close the PR. We'll delete the branch. Oh, I could delete it here. Oh, look at that. I didn't even realize it. I'm going to do that next time. Okay. Okay, we're going to copy that link. I'll just do open link. Oh my gosh, that's bright. Look at that. We get the title, description, and we get the branch name. All right. The branch name is probably going to be the date or something along those lines. Okay. So that's good. That's all good. Of course, it's all happy path. You know, if the branch exists, and I'm not worried about any error cases at the moment. All right. So this is. Wait a minute. Which one? Oh, there's one other thing I gotta check on my PR. The file, it needs to be, yep, look at that. It has the file, perfect. That's good. Submit PR to merge. Created to merge log. Right. Look at that. GitHub is now integrated. I'm going to do that. Look at that. 2.5 hours in, 2 major things accomplished. GitHub integration is now officially, I mean, it's jank. I mean, no, it's jank GitHub integration, but that's okay. Jank is better than none. What I mean by jank is you have to give me a personal, when I say you, I mean myself for now. I had to enter a personal access token, which means I had to go and create a personal access token. I had to make sure I give it the right credentials. There's all kinds of security issues with that. Relying on someone like myself to do it, I can mess up. Whereas if I instead do the OAuth flow, which I'll eventually do, I don't have to worry about that. I can get the right scopes, all the narrowly defined scopes I need to do whatever it is that I need to do. And I can refresh stuff on my own. I don't have to worry about you or myself having a token that expires and then everything breaks, all that. So yeah, this is the step to that reality. But for now, I now have GitHub and YouTube now fully integrated. Oh, and Slack. Well, Slack isn't fully integrated, but it's fakely fully integrated, which is better than nothing. So yeah, that's it for what I'm gonna build today, I guess. I've gotten a lot of things accomplished today. Let's see. I think I merged a PR earlier, or maybe this is that PR. Let's see. Clean up the project. No. That is the project. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Anyway, any of y'all here, like, y'all got questions? Y'all want to talk about something? What's on y'all's minds? Nothing. All right, well, I'm going to assume that there's nothing. I'm going to give myself a round a round of applause for doing a good job with this stream. I'm also giving myself DJ Airhorn for getting 2 things accomplished live on this stream. Oh, Cloudflare's. Oh, I heard that stuff went, stuff didn't. Yeah, things didn't go well at all for Cloudflare. It's sad. I'm looking at my sound effects. I looked over at my whatever you call this thing, the thing with all the keys, and it's turned off. I'm just like, oh my gosh. So maybe one day I'll get my MPC involved and I'll have some paths that I can play with that are mapped to different things and easier to work with. Anyway, I guess. Oh, wait. Disaster recovery didn't fell over. Okay. Well, yeah. Systems sometimes fell. I'm still working on my system, but a lot of the problems with my system is me. I am not afraid to admit that I am the weakest link in all of my systems, which is why I'm now spending time trying to remove myself from these systems. Like, the more of me that I can remove, the better, because yeah, I'm not the best operator of anything. Oh, I forgot there was one other thing that I wanted to do today. I don't think I'm gonna do it anymore, but I'm gonna still say it because maybe I'll watch this and I'll remind myself to do it. The videos, these need to be linked to the devlog. So these PRs, I'm gonna need to take some information from that PR because there's something. Maybe I'll just take the PR. I can always get back to the file that was merged that way. Yeah, maybe I can do that. Or what I could do is do something that's post. So once the PR is merged, I go back and I update and point to the file. Or I can just take the object. I can object hash that file that's in the PR, like object hash everything in there, or the tree essentially. I can get the tree and do something with that. Sometimes I wonder if what you do makes sense. I don't know. Probably not. I'm gonna be honest. Nothing that I do makes sense most of the time. That's a lie. Most of the time, what I do makes sense to me. But that's the thing. It only makes sense to me. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and go. I've been at it for over 2.5 hours, and I'm gonna leave on a win, on a few wins. So yeah, if y'all enjoyed today's stream, I do hope that I've earned at least the effort of going to the little thing and clicking that like button. You know, it helps. Subscribe too. It doesn't help as much as clicking the like button, unfortunately, but subscribing helps too. You'll get notified and all that other kind of stuff. And, you know, it'll make me feel special about myself. It's a nice vanity metric. I can go around telling people, hey, look, I have however many subscribers I have. I don't know how many I have. It doesn't matter. But I can go around and tell people and they'll think that it matters, which is what's important. Yeah, if you're on Twitch, please consider following for the same reasons. I don't know if you can like any, if you can thumbs up or like this on Twitch, do so. I don't know if you can, but if you can, try it, do it. That would be great. If you're on Twitter watching this, or X, whatever the hell Elon's calling it these days, same thing. You can follow me there. You can also follow me on Twitch and YouTube and everywhere else where there's social media, possibly. Just go look. And if you're watching this on the VOD, feel free to drop a comment. Or if you're live and you want to ask questions and you're just too shy to ask it now, feel free to drop a comment in the VOD video. With that, I'm out. Y'all have a good rest of the day, good rest of the weekend, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.